There's the man. Good work, Henry.
Thank you, sir.
I tell you to take a well-earned rest, but unfortunately I need one more thing from you.
Whatever you command.
Jezek refuses to talk to us. The stubborn...
Me?
Indeed. Normally I'd send for Captain Bernard to beat it out.
I'll try to get something out of him.
He's locked up in the tower. Bernard will give you the...
Very well, sir. Why choose Mehoyed?
It's somewhat at the center of events, isn't it?
Sir, do you think they're going to try this?
I shouldn't think so. Everyone will be on the alert now, but the secluded dwellings are more vulnerable.
But the bandits won't find much silver in place.
There's always a groschen or two, some food and so on. Anyway, how much...
True. If they'd stolen them, they could have sold...
Exactly. It's not about the silver.
But what?
Creating fear. Such great terror that you won't even squeak when they come to cut your throat. Never mind raise your hand against them. Fear that... What the...
Gods. Well, finally, I've had quite a wait.
Why do you want to talk to me, of all people?
You brought me here. You should consider it an honor.
If hanging around in a damp dungeon with a condemned man...
You're not seeing the bright side. You can be the one who uncovers a conspiracy against the king for your master. You don't get an opportunity like that every day. It did cross my mind, though, that it might be nice to get some assurances for my cooperation. After all, I'm the one the Margrave unjustly declared the scourge of the... They even pulled my beautiful castle down. It was the necessity of me...
I suppose there's some truth in that. I may speak with Sir Radzig and he might pardon you, but not unless you start talking.
Very well, ask me anything you want.
What I want to know most of all is who's behind it.
Do you think I couldn't have handled it all my...
I'm not trying to insult you. It's just not a job one man could do alone.
All right, the way it began was I was short of coin, as usual. So I let those crimps in Sasau recruit me.
Recruit you into what?
I didn't inquire too much. In this business, you don't ask too many questions. But when they found out I wasn't just anybody, they put me in charge of the counterfeiting. A foreigner by the name of Eric gave me instructions. But for sure, he isn't the chief. And there's someone highly placed at the monastery who's mixed up in it too. But I don't know who.
How did you come to hear of all this business?
I met some old friends in Colleen a few months ago, and they said they were heading for Sasau, that armed men were being recruited, and they'll hire anyone.
Old friends? Who were they?
Just a couple of brigands. We used to ambush the Margrave's messengers in Moravia together.
Nice friends you keep.
I was in dispute with the Margrave. A man in my position finds himself mixed up with all sorts.
And then what?
Rapota and I had been living off stale crusts for a month, so I wasn't going to turn down the chance of work, honest or otherwise. We rode to Sasau and met with the recruiters. It didn't take long to realize I was a nobleman fallen on hard times, not some common peasant.
Can you get to the point?
Well, they introduced me to this Eric, and he told me what was needed. They set up the workshop, got...
Crimps? You're telling me this Eric is recruiting armed men in Sasau?
Well, it seems so. I was giving the recruiters some of the coins to do it. The fake ones, of course. That's tricky. It was my friends who led me to them. We met with them in the woods next to Sasau. It's about who you know.
You said you gave them money. Where was...
They'd ride to the mine gallery to see me. I don't suppose...
This Eric, you reckon...
He puts on airs, but he's just a naive young pup. And he's always going on about his lord, though he never mentioned him by...
Where can I find this Eric? You must have had some...
He used to come to the workshop unannounced. And after what's happened, I doubt he'll be...
This highly placed person at the monastery...
I've no idea who he is, only that he's no small fry. After all, he handled...
I see.
No, he was supposed to supply me with materials too, but he backed out.
That'll do me for the moment.
Will you put in a word for me with Sir Radzig? I'll swear allegiance to him if he'll have...
I can try, but I can't promise you anything.
Spread!
Hey! Look out! So what have you learned?
All sorts of things.
There's some foreigner called Eric behind the counterfeiting ring, and someone highly placed.
The monastery?
That's what Jezek claimed.
So it's worse than I thought. If this is true...
Why? Can't we just go to the monastery?
No. If the church is truly involved...
So what will you do?
I'll have to think about it. It won't be an easy nut to crack. I'll have to consult with Hanush.
I don't know, but he's recruiting armed men in Sasau and forming a...
Damn! So it looks like Pribyslavitz wasn't...
It most certainly wasn't, sir. And what's more, Sir Jezek is convinced this Eric is only a go-between.
You should return to Sasau and take a closer look at those recruiters. If they...
It might not be as straightforward as that. So Jezek...
You'll have to manage somehow, my lad. Don't tell me there's an armed force amassing here and nobody knows anything.
I think I know where I could ask. I helped at the infirmary in Sasau, and there was a wounded man there by the name of Thomas, a suspicious type to...
Good. I'd rather see you seeking out better company, but that can't... Whatever you do, be careful, Henry. And best not mention my name. What we want is for the crimps to take you for just another village lad they can lure...
All right, sir. I'll try...
I know I'm asking a lot of you, but I know of no one else who could...
Sir, there's one more thing. Sir Jezek went with me without resistance, because...
My boy, my boy. You make promises in my name, but if it can prevent bloodshed, why the hell not? We may well come, but I can't say yet what will become of him.
As you command, sir.
God be with you.
I've got a few questions for you, Bailiff, if you don't mind.
And what business is it of you?
No one complained, though I'd be interested to know why you think they might. It was Lord Radzig who sent me. He'd heard word...
Begging your pardon, but what the devil does Sir...
You have an inn, and the horse trails cross here. There must be many travellers come seeking work, and not all of them honest men.
Aye, it's true. Bedlam has broken out once or twice, and restoring order was no easy.
Has there been anything like that?
No. It's been quiet here. I don't recall coming across anyone here like...
Nobody looking for soldiering work, maybe?
There's always one or two like that.
Sir Sebastian?
Sebastian Baron von Berg. He's here under my...
Why should he care about the city?
Quite true. I'm in charge of this city, but he keeps telling me I've got cutthroats hiding around here, and I should be more vigilant.
Have you heard any talk of strangers in the...
Nothing worth mentioning. Sure, there's been some talk about the miller. Folks saying they've been seeing him doing this or that, or people visiting...
I'll try asking him if he's...
He lives on the other side of the river, by the bogs. But don't...
Thank you, Bailiff.
Take care.
Fuck, are you waking me up?
How are you doing? Feeling better yet?
Aye, much better. I'm truly grateful.
Truth be told, I didn't come just for you.
What do you need?
Well, I've heard tell there's work for fearless men who enjoy a bit of silver.
Ah, I believe I can help you with that. They used to frequent the
The church?
Aye, that's right. The church is locked at night, but if you see a light, the door will be open. Go in there and wait. Say a prayer or something, and then you'll see.
That's it? I don't need to speak to anyone?
Just doing what I told you is enough. They'll give you a good look over and see if you've got the metal. Don't you worry about that.
All right, thank you.
You took care of me, why wouldn't I help you?
Good luck then.
kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in
Amen.
heaven. What?
So, you've been looking for us, eh? What is it you want?
I hear you're hiring men who don't mind getting their hands.
Is that so?
Taverns and the like. People talk.
Well, that's a pretty tale. But no one in any tavern told you to come here and wait.
I don't recall his name, but he was one of your friends. He said that he couldn't take me straight to you, that I had to go...
He was right about that.
I know my way around. You won't go wrong.
Spare me the boasting. I've got a test ready for you. Let's see how you handle...
What test?
Nothing complicated. We used to take anyone who looked like they could keep their head on straight.
Which is what?
Nah, not theft.
I'll have to find him first.
You don't need to find him.
Then why haven't you killed him yourselves?
It's quite a test. He's hiding.
With the stable boys? It's not hard to get into the ground.
No, not there. Oh, he would have been dead long since. He's in the...
But only monks can get in there.
Just monks and pious. He's an educated bastard. Seems he...
Who's pious? And why should I...
That's none of your business. But I'll tell you anyway, because it's an instructive tale. Pious.
How? Did he...
Yeah, that was part of it. Stole some money, ran away. Few boys died over it.
And how am I supposed to get into...
But you'll think of something. Maybe there's a secret passage. I've heard there's some...
And do you have any other ideas besides...
Well, there is this one fellow been hanging around the taverns. Supposed to join the monastery soon. Might be he. And if he doesn't help, knock him on his ass and take anything he's got that you could use to pass his...
And do you have any other tech?
We're not hiring stable boys. We want men who are prepared to do anything.
So how many men have you already sent?
Just a hand.
And what happened to them?
Just the first one. The others turned tail.
How will I recognize them?
He won't have been there long. He should be
But what if there are others? What...
normal. He always went about well dressed.
Yes, except he'll be given a robe and they'll take his knife. Get him drunk. In a monastery.
We're better. There's more wine there than in the royal cellars.
Fine. So I've got to kill Pius. He's in the cloister, and to get into the cloister...
More or less.
The main thing is to kill him, isn't it?
Of course. But that's not all. All hell's gonna break loose in the monastery after the murder. So, either make sure nobody finds him...
And what else? Should I come back here?
No. Before you run for it, take his special dice and bring it as proof that you killed him. And if you can get him to tell you where he hid the
Bring his dice and the money if I find it.
From the monastery, head east across the river. There'll be a swamp where you'll find a fire pit. Go there at night and light a fire. Make it nice.
Right, I'm to slip into the best guarded place in the entire region and kill someone. Take his dice and money, and then go to the swamp and wait by the fire.
Yeah, that...
Well, you can at least say a few Hail Marys for me. I'm gonna...
And remember, good luck then.
Greetings, Henry. I hear you on the rat-eye tourney.
Sir, this investigation into the Neuhof master...
What have you found out?
I tracked down a gang of robbers who recruited killers for Pribyslavitz. They know the...
That's excellent news.
So far, not much. If I'm going to infiltrate them, I have to do what they say. That means murdering one of their former cronies.
You have to kill a criminal to prove yourself to them?
That's not the worst of it. This Pius is hiding out in the monastery pretending to be a novice.
Good God above, that's another matter entirely. They don't let just anyone into the cloisters, and the abbot won't give up any of the novices. Secular law has no jurisdiction inside the monastery. But this is the second time that something untoward has happened there. First the counter...
What should I do with Pius?
Don't kill him. Bring him to the bailiff in Rattay. He'll interrogate...
It doesn't sound like an easy task, sir. Getting into the cloisters...
Far from it, lad. But
it seems like the only way to find Pius is to join the order.
a bit of meditation and learning. If it's really the only way to get to him, then you'll have to do it. I'm sorry I can't be of much help. Good luck, then.